A city aflame, smoke filling the streets as rain washes away the blood and the ash. This is the mood I'm wanting to set for my game, where upon arriving in the city for some military operation, everything goes wrong, and you are left to pick up the pieces of your squad, pick up the pieces of what's left of the city, and try to find a way out. Hello everyone, my name is Caden, and to get started with this game idea that I have, we need a hub. We need a central place where the player can get the basics of movement, of some of the key systems to interact with, and just have a general place where I can evolve my idea. So right now, at first, the idea is just a few basic things. We have a holo table that the player will be interacting with to select their level. Maybe even get glimpses of the city itself, areas they haven't seen. But I also want to utilize this holo table in a more key important role. So I'm going to make it more bulky and a unique look, so that even out of the corner of your eye you can see it, identify it, and know that key information will be found here. The next thing I want to make is a terminal. Now this terminal, I'm thinking of the idea of having the player be able to find equipment out in the world. They'll bring it back to this little command center, and then they can go through that equipment in the terminal and be able to select like the weapon loadouts, maybe some gadgets. And thinking on it, maybe I'll add some friendly AI, maybe do something like Mass Effect where you have companions following you, maybe send them out to do missions like in Assassin's Creed or any other game where you send NPCs off to do side missions and stuff. And then you can select their equipment from that terminal as well. As well as probably having another terminal for working the options in the game, like sound, music, subtitles, all that stuff. And the terminal will also probably be used for opening doors, checking security cameras when you're out and about in the world. So now we have two things that the player can interact with. One, a key thing, and one, a softer key thing. Not a major one like the holo table, but the terminal is still a major key thing. To really bring out the idea of this command center, whether it's police, whether it's military, I still don't know, but we need something to kind of just fill the space. If you have played Aliens Dark Descent, you will recognize these within the command room of the ship you're in. And they're kind of just sitting terminals where there'll be a lot of like screens and monitors and stuff for different systems and all that jazz. Not any real functionality, just kind of something to fill the space. Speaking of the space, the shape I'm wanting to fill out here is a sort of octagon, hectagon type thing. I'm not exact sure on this shape. It does seem pretty big at the moment, but iteration and development. We can work on it. But right now, it's just about getting that key idea out. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click that noti bell, and follow along as I bring out this idea, as I reshape and redefine it. That key idea is that, again, this is going to be the command center, this will be the hub, this will be where the player always returns to, either at the end of the mission, come save the game, come check out new stuff. This will be where the player is spending their free idle time. And so it has to be visually distinct and feel pretty spacious. Really feel like, oh, this would be a place where a lot of people would be. Like if you were to take the police command center, for example, this is a major city. So obviously, a command center of a police station of that city would be pretty massive. You'd have the main holo table where the commander-in-chief and maybe all the other top officers can look over the city and see, details of calls deployed to see information about officers that are dispatched and whatnot. And then in the background, you'd have all these smaller terminals where maybe still some pretty high-ranking officers, but maybe they're in charge of a little section of the city. They have their own dispatch group that they're in charge of and directing towards and all that. And so this room has to feel pretty spacious to accommodate all those people, especially if this is a police station, even a military station. If this is the command center, this is the brains of any of the operations, it's gonna have a lot of people going back and forth, here and there, through and fro. So it needs to be spacious and it needs to feel like it's overlooking everything. So we're going to have the view just overlook the city, and this is also going to help set the mood. You're going to look out, the rain will be, pattering against the window. You'll see the tall building structures, many of which will be on fire. You'll see the smoke pluming into the sky. So this is all just about getting the feel. Because again, I want the feel of the end. The city is in ruins. It burns to the ground. And the sky weeps for what was possibly a beautiful megacity on the planet. It's now in ruins, destroyed. And everyone inside is fighting for scraps, fighting to get out. Maybe you'll give them that way out. Maybe you'll bring back that beacon of light, that hope to the city. Maybe you'll just get your team. Just get out. Who knows? So why don't you click on the subscribe button, hit the noti bell, and follow along as I make a beautiful disaster